And one question I had about non-dualism is that how do we know for sure that um, it's not yet another idea created by mind?
Yeah, that's a good question, Soma. I guess the quickest way I can put that is, of course, there's a whole variety, almost an infinite variety of kind of spiritual experiences, as well as all the other ordinary experiences of life. But what distinguishes awakening from the vast array of spiritual experiences is, say, when we have a spiritual experience, it can be very transformative. It can be, seem to be a really important moment in our lives. But essentially, once the experience sort of wears away, we're basically the same person we before we had the experience. Somewhat changed. Maybe we get some insights. Maybe we experience something that shows us that there's these possibilities that we never really imagined. But awakening, the difference between the spiritual experiences and awakening is any spiritual awakening will always involve a sort of very fundamental shift in our identity of who we experience ourselves to be, right? So that's why I think it's called awakening, is because it kind of actually really does feel kind of like waking up from a persistent sort of lifelong dream, which is called me. Um, and that that perspective, let's say, shifting to well, it depends what it shifts to. It can shift to different things. We can experience ourselves to be pure awareness. We can experience ourselves to be the sort of underlying unity of existence. But needless to say, the spiritual awakening always involves a kind of fundamental shift of identity. That's the difference between awakening and all the other kinds of spiritual experiences.